291. My friends, gather thyselves unto the priceless treasure of the past, our Saviour of the present, and the revelation of Jehovah's kingdom of the future. Was, is, and will be the symbol of our salvation and the community spirit of peoples from all over the world working together. I place my hand on the globe, covering Ararat, Tehran, Riyadh, and Jerusalem. Blessed be Abraham, otherwise known as Hammurabi. The 4 points of the compass leading to also a symbol of those historic countries working together for salvation. Funding from all over the world will be received, and for the first time in man's history, a United Nations will be conceived as nation speaking peace unto nation, drawn up after the Second World War, so as not to produce a Third World War. I say to Groucho, my boy, what do you think of the novel? Groucho answers, Alan, it was asked for by your disciples, and at one time sought to relegate them into a stone tablet. Groucho continues. The novel has now glistened into pearls of wisdom and completely unite Homo sapiens sapiens after billions of years of struggling and diversifying as at least 21 hominid types in our genome. Groucho continues. They are your burden, Alan, that you delight to entertain on your presence as the beast, carrying mankind to salvation. Groucho continues. The book of Revelation has come alive, and all the holy scriptures and wealth of religions permeated around the globe will concentrate on Ur and its rebuilding. I say to Groucho, thank you. I, Alan, continue. Science will become known as the salvation of man as we enter Jehovah's kingdom of the three tenses. I, Alan, continue. Up till now, the history of mankind has been a blood-letting story of brutality and brilliance. I, Alan, command that the brilliance shall be maintained and the brutality curtailed. The present state of affairs is that we walk on thin ice. See later with Napoleon. I issue an edict. I, Alan of the Revelation, or I, Alan, as the Messiah, politely ask the Big Ten to give peace a chance. The gathering of the Big Ten around those points of the compass has already indicated Jehovah's influence. What say you, Jehovah? Jehovah speaks. I speak through Alan's body, whose disciples have elevated into a super-conscious mode. Alan recognizes my presence. Jehovah continues. It is immature of the human mind to think of only one universe. Jehovah continues. I have billions of them in the four formations, expanding and contracting at regular intervals of 10 billion years. The binary 1 and 0. Jehovah continues. My presence has been revealed in the 10 Commandments and the present Big Ten in the Middle East, but must rid themselves of war implements. Jehovah continues. The binary 1 and 0 will play its part now in the Middle East. Will be rebuilt, and I will carry you forth throughout my 4 formations. Thank you, Jehovah. My friends, Messiah from birth am I. Messiah elect am I. In the year 2017 and forevermore. My genome carries on with its purpose, carrying the 8.5 billions of Homo sapiens sapiens. We start off from Ararat, Tehran, Riyadh, and Jerusalem. The flag is raised. The whistle is blown. Is in our sights. In the past, Napoleon hounded his enemy onto a frozen lake, and his soldiers fired ammunition on its surrounds. A genius of his day in the art of elimination. The elimination today is contained in the atom bomb, which when exploded can send a continual radiation of destruction throughout our holy temple. Planet Earth, our holy temple, is the jewel in the crown of Jehovah. The seasons, the pathways, the woods and valleys, clouds and rainbows, sun and moon, music, song and dance, and the arts created by man, and a variety of glorious life forms. I, Alan, carry you forth. My fingers are placed on Ararat, Tehran, Riyadh, and Jerusalem. We seek not death, as on the melting lake, but to rebuild the city of Ur. The ziggurat and beam predicted by Latimer shall be built, and the beam shall shine forth into every household. My friends, this is not a dream. Look at the quality of life sustained by peoples in so many countries today. inventions in the household, lights in the streets at night, the car and aeroplane. I, Alan, the chosen one from so many universities, has risen to the occasion. The adjustments in my cerebellum occurred at the same time as that of internet, and I am able and delighted to announce the presence of Jehovah. My friends, my controlled paranoia has reached enlightenment and greatness, and I thank my disciples. Blessed be their simplicity. Jehovah has his headquarters in the Central Reservation of Formation 3. He is a cool customer. Who spreads by way of his subatomic particles throughout the whole of the dimensions in the four formations. Jehovah is fascinated with the life forms on dimension 9, formation 1. Jehovah has limitless big bangs and crunches throughout his formations. From the Big Bang to the Big Crunch is 10 billion years. The binary 1 and 0 shows its face in all the time sequences throughout the four formations. The binary 1 and 0 shows its face in a complementary fashion of peace and fraternity and understanding on the Holy Temple for peace. The Big Ten work together in the Middle East, a reflection of the binary 1 and 0. Goodness and mercy. Goodness and mercy. Goodness and mercy. I, Alan, have shaken off the shackles of mankind holding him to the gravitational pull within our solar system. Every household can enter his dome, and as such, we enter Jehovah's body as the vowels within the consonants. administration and direction and time sequences from will land us at the place anticipated in safety and adventure, and immediate return mode is available. Man's inquisitive spirit will be satiated. Within his dome, he will experience the safety as on the holy temple in peacetime. My friends, on the demise of the holy temple, or when laid to rest after his 10 billion years sojourn, other manifestations will have shown themselves of similar beauty in different universes. My friends, this is not a charade, but I, the Messiah, speaking to you. I have the genomes of 8.5 billion peoples placed on my person. For that, I am the beast of burden, giving nourishment and salvation. My disciples were instructed by their instincts of goodness and mercy, goodness and mercy, goodness and mercy, leading me to the controlled paranoia first, and thence onto the salvation of mankind, and thence my greatness. We do not drown in icy waters, nor fizzle by atomic radiation. We build the ziggurat and receive the 3 tenses within our dome in every household. Adventure awaits us. Pride is conferred on us, and Jehovah's name sanctified. My friends, firing guns, dropping bombs, and melting ice is Napoleonic, inherited from that first anguish of Cain slaying his brother Abel. If it can happen between the same blood, how more so it can happen with neighbors or those in distant lands. My friends, we must grow up. Jehovah looks down on us to give us a code of behavior for our survival. Moses produced the 10 Commandments, the binary 1 and 0 of everlasting grace. My friends, you have spied on my genetic code and have never let go. My genetic code is that of the Messiah, and I introduce you to the presence of Jehovah. Jehovah is mightily placed, having big bangs and crunches to proceed with. He judges the beauty of man, plants and animals, albeit one eating the other. He judges the beauty of man in comedy, farce, work and play, arts and science, music, song and dance. Groucho hands Jehovah a lighted cigar and says to him, use a black hole as your ashtray, but don't blow away the smoke my way. I, the Messiah, speak to you. Our holy temple is a one-off. When you are bending down and cutting your toenails, look how remarkably the toes are shaped. Billions of years of evolution caused by chasing or fleeing the enemy. We now have the binary 1 and 0, and superstores and apple pie and no enemies. The killing must cease by order of the Messiah, myself. We set sail to Ur in a train and travel to his kingdoms through the 3 tenses from our homes. We can return immediately to the same time mode as when we left. Present day flotilla on sea or in air, carrying atomic weapons, is the signal of absolute madness of our species. My friends, grow up and live. I, Alan, have been called upon, not solely by my disciples, but by Jehovah himself. I am called upon to give you direction. Traffic lights are good in saving lives. Atomic bombs and war in general are totally imperfect. Ararat, Tehran, Riyadh, and Jerusalem lead to Ur. Follow the binary 1 and 0 and the Big Ten in peace and love. Jehovah awaits us. The binary 1 and 0 are his calling. The binary 1 and 0 are his presence. His mind, body, and soul are joined together in the 3 tenses. We join his presence as the vowels within the consonants. My friends, all the blogs are of vital importance. But now, with the Holy Temple positioned before me, I wish to repeat once again of working together as one species, as my burden leading to salvation. We unite from Ararat, Tehran, Riyadh, and Jerusalem. We build. We do not destroy. Will arise. Sport, pantomime, orchestra, music, song and dance. No more wars. The ziggurat, slender in form, but with twists and turns, rises forth, capped with the Latimer beam. Mankind will rejoice worldwide. Mankind enters the 4 formations.